best friend.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Franklin's Luxury Life. This is episode 4. You're watching on GTA Max Vehicles YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to everyone who's been watching this series so far, and I hope again that you guys have been enjoying it. Franklin's here. He's coming out of the Arcadius Business Center. He just had a conference that he went to, a business conference with other business owners and investors within the city. So, he likes to interact, make new connections. So that's where he's coming from right now. Um, and the valet just brought up the Suburban. So yeah, guys, the Suburban is back. I don't know if you guys noticed the differences, but first of all, we have a new grill. Uh, I'd have to show you guys what the old grill looked like. Maybe I'll put in a picture or something for you guys. But new grill, it's just a nicer looking grill, sort of more luxurious looking, right? And then he also got a new plate. It still says the same thing, Clinton Properties Incorporated, CP Inc. Um, but it's a new type of plate, and the color is different too, and it's just for business purposes. This is something that Franklin was able to get exclusively for his businesses. So all business vehicles are going to have a blue plate, and then whatever whatever it says on the plate as well. So he was able to hook that up. So he's really happy about that. It's just very exclusive, and it's just a feature of his companies. So that's pretty much it. Though tints are the same, rims are the same. He didn't do too much to it. He just wanted to, you know, go with a different look. But the blue plate definitely looks pretty good. It looks good on top of the black as well, even on a white car, because he probably will have some white company vehicles. But also, I know usually I say I don't get any new mods, but I did get a new mod this time, just to help with the videos and to get better angles and better views. This mod, let me go ahead and put it in. This mod allows me to zoom out. It's just like a free camera, so we're able to take a look at everything that's going on from a better view. This way, when we're looking at commercial buildings, real estate properties, or potential real estate investments that Franklin is looking at, I can zoom out and show you guys where exactly and what exactly we're looking at. For example, Arcadius Business Center, that's where Franklin's coming out of, and everything's still happening in real time as well. But this is a building that Franklin's coming out of, and we can zoom all the way out so you guys can get a very good view of this humongous building. This is a building that I know Franklin would love to own himself one day. And we can go all the way around as well. Let me see if I can go up and then zoom out. That way you guys can really get a good view. Yeah, you can zoom on. We could go around the whole city right now if we wanted to. So I love this mod, very pleased with it. Huge building. Beautiful too, so classy. I love all the glass. This is a building Franklin would love to own. You know, you never know. Dreams can come true. Beautiful building, very classy. And this is definitely on the nice side of town. You can see all the huge buildings around it as well, running into the other buildings. Skyscrapers everywhere, everywhere. So Franklin would love to own one of these. And then, this is where Franklin was, right over here. Let's see if he's still by the car. Yeah, there he is right there. Yeah. So it took me a while to get used to. Oh, she's kind of mad over there. Excuse her, guys. It took me a minute to get sort of used to it to be able to know how to move around the right way. She's interrupting what I'm trying to say here. Sorry about that, guys.
Seriously? That show is so fucked.
Oh, she's all right. Let's just get in the car.
Well, hit me up on Life Invader later.
But yeah, I had to get used to how to operate it. That way, I could get the views for you guys. But I got the hang of it, and we're gonna be using that throughout most of the videos now. It's gonna be very good. So we're leaving the Arcadius Business Center. Franklin's gonna be heading to the office. I don't think there's a day that he's not going to the office. They just have so much going on right now. They're trying to grow the company. But before that, he's actually gonna stop by and take a look at a commercial building. Another one, of course. He's going really hard on commercial buildings right now just because they already have established tenants in there, meaning businesses that were already paying the previous owners and they're going to pay the new owners. And businesses are doing very well in this city right now. So it's just a really good opportunity. And he's able to get them at good prices as well. So he's still looking. He's going to keep looking probably. I mentioned to you guys that he's also going to be looking to invest into residential real estate properties through Clinton Properties Incorporated. It's not just commercial, but right now they're mainly doing commercial. Just haven't gotten any residential real estate opportunities. And it's unlikely that Franklin's going to do. This is the building. This is the plaza right here. It's a whole building, but multiple tenants, so it's a whole plaza. But as I was saying, guys, it's unlikely that Franklin's going to be, investing in just single family homes, buying a bunch of houses here and there. He's probably going to look for, maybe multi-family buildings that have apartments in them, things like that, or um, something of that sort. Something where it's like there's scalability. There's a lot of tenants in there, and so you spend more money on it, but you also get a higher return. So that's probably what Franklin's gonna be looking at. Um, Probably not huge apartment complexes right away, just because that's a lot of management. But once we put a management team in place, then that could work well for the company. But we're looking at commercial right now. Molly and her team do the management for all the buildings that we own so far. And the last video, the last episode, you guys saw that we bought all of these. Well, not all of them. We ran short of time, but and some of these, of course, is for Michael. But we're buying most of these. Yeah, car scrapyard. We got smoke on the water. Um, Again, we weren't buying businesses, just the buildings that they were in, commercial buildings, and then they're the tenants. They're going to be paying us to use those buildings to operate their business out of. So Franklin bought most of those. Molly and her team are under the management, of making sure, first of all, that the areas surrounding the buildings are clean and that the tenants are paying on time, that the tenants aren't creating any issues. With these types of buildings, we're mostly hands off, to be honest, because the businesses have to take care of all the maintenance within the space that they're leasing, right? And then even outside, they have to make sure that it's clean. But we're offering them a place to do business out of, and they just have to pay us on time and really long leases too. Typically, these leases are 10 to 15-year leases that these businesses are staying in here for, operating out of. So something very secure about these buildings, and that's why Franklin and Molly and the team are loving these right now. But we just want to come take a look at this plaza. We're going to head and get out, and we're going to go right back to using that mouse so you guys can get a really good view of what it looks like. So let me zoom out. Suburban looks great, by the way. I'll never get tired of looking at the Suburban. Beautiful car, beautiful SUV. Something very executive and official about it, especially with the all black. But let me go ahead and zoom out. Let me zoom in on the sign so you guys can see what we're looking at. Echo Rock Shopping Plaza. These are all the tenants. 24/7 supermarket, Echo Rock Insurance and Financial Services, Bite, that's probably a restaurant maybe, I think. Walk of Fame Shoe Repairs, Talon Scout Nails, Molar Flare Dentist, and then it says come back here. Nice slogan. And then, this is all places that they're in right here. Right? And then let me zoom out so you guys can see. So I'm gonna leave it like this, and then I'm probably just gonna put in a rectangle once I edit the video, so that you guys can see what I'm referring to. So this should be long enough. And then it's not suburban or any of these over here. It's just this building with these tenants in there. It would be nice to get all of these, though. I mean, imagine how much easier that would make the management. Someone's horn is going off. But imagine how much easier that would make the management, and you put everything in one place. And well, it's not all about having just multiple properties. It has to make sense financially. Um, how much we're spending on it, and how much our return is. How much we're going to be making. Um, net income and cash flow and all that. So that has to make sense for Franklin. He's not just trying to own a bunch of buildings. You know, he's actually trying to have a good, reliable, steady flow of income coming in through his companies. That way, he can pay his employees as well. So let's go ahead. But it's a nice plaza. It's a nice whole building. We love anything that has multiple tenants. So we don't know how much it costs yet. Molly's gonna get us all the details on that. Of course, we're gonna see if we can negotiate that down. But we just took a quick look at that. We're not gonna do too much of a walk around because we have to head to the office. Um, so yeah, I know exactly how to get there. We don't need the map. But yeah, we have to head to the office. Uh, Molly, as I mentioned in the last episode, was hanging back to start setting up Franklin's newest company, Clinton Construction LLC, decided not to incorporate it this time, just using LLCs better for business and tax purposes. So that's what they were able to come up with. But Franklin's excited to put this into place, and they actually hired a new project manager. So they should be at the office with Molly right now. We also got a new company car. The position project manager comes with his own company car. So that's going to be great. So, so that's a great job for them. They're working for a great growing company, and they get their own company car that they can take home everything. You know, of course they have to pay for gas and everything, but yeah, parking this spot right here. Do you guys see that over there? It looks way different. That's the Panamera that Franklin bought. In the last episode, you guys saw the whole delivery process and everything like that. But yes, Franklin bought a new Porsche Panamera. Let me back up. Franklin's going to be parking in this spot now with the Suburban just because it's such a big car, it takes up so much space. It doesn't really fit in all the other spots. So this is going to be the Suburban spot from now on, now that it's back. And this is the Panamera spot. So here it is, guys. He had it taken to the shop. They brought it to the office. That's why he was out with Suburban. They brought it to the office probably not too long ago. Dropped it off right there. This is probably going to be Franklin's official spot for the CEO of the company. Um, see the plate, it says CEO. Looks great. Probably going to use some boss so you guys can take a look at this. Yeah, let's just do it. So, got it all black, tinted out. I mean, you can't even see inside. Tinted out. Get the same rims. He liked the stock rims, and he didn't mind the finish, the gray finish. It looks like a matte gray finish. He didn't mind that at all. But that's the front over here. Got the plate on the front too. Nothing too different, but he got turbo in it and everything. I mean, the highest performance, best engine. So Franklin definitely he spent a lot to make it look like this, but he's very pleased with it. This is going to be his official car. He might be getting another new car depending on how what business does, but this is what he's sticking with for now. Um, Here's Molly's car. You guys remember the Cayennes? She hasn't done anything to it. She hasn't gotten a new car. She's been very busy. I'm sure she doesn't even have time to go buy another car. And Franklin bought his online. He didn't have time to go to a dealership or anything, and he didn't have time to pick it up. They brought it over, so they're both very busy. But that's Molly's spot over there. And this is the company car that we're talking about. And like I mentioned, every company vehicle will have the blue plate. And this one says CCLLC, not CP Inc. Clinton Construction LLC. This is the company vehicle for the construction company. This is a project manager's vehicle. They get the Tahoe. We decided to make it nice. We want them to ride in style even when they're going out to the sites and stuff like that. Black rims, nice tints on it. We got the white color just because we feel like it's sort of a standard in the construction industry, but we didn't want to do all black. White is probably better anyways, we started to go with that, and probably all the construction company cars are going to be white as well, and all of them will have the blue plate, again, and most of them will probably say CC LLC on the plate. Um, so that's really how we brand the company, you know, especially maybe if we do advertisements or anything like that, blue plate and it says CC LLC, that's our company. Um, some companies decide to do logos on the side of car and things like that. We're just going with the plate for now, you know. But now that we got took a look at all that, let's hop in. Let's go inside. Uh, Molly and the project manager are probably having a meeting. Let's go. There's always some interesting people inside this bank. It's very interesting some of the conversations that these people have when you're walking by. Some of them meant very inappropriate as well. But I hope everyone's having a nice day. It's another day out. Franklin is very excited to have the construction company up and running. They're probably going to start working on some new developments. Um, could be, commercial building developments, but could also be, maybe home communities or I had mentioned to you guys before luxury homes, developing luxury homes and then selling those. If you're able to find a good piece of land, get it for a good price, those luxury homes, especially in a city like this, they sell. Maybe on the beach or something. I stopped over here. This is going to be the new project manager's desk. Uh, he's going to be working over here. Franklin and Molly already have their office through that door over there. He's going to be working out here. This way he gets his own desk if he ever needs to come into the office and do some work, or maybe if he uses his own office, that desk is going to be available to him though. So you'll probably see him using that in a few of the next episodes. So here's Molly's office, and looks like they're having a meeting talking. Hey guys, what's going on? Molly's probably going to let us know what's on the board. But this is our new project manager. His name is Carlos Riviera. So he's already in his clothes, already working. Looks like usually Molly's the one on the tablet, but it looks like Carlos is on the tablet this time. But they're gonna have their quick meeting, and then we're gonna uh, head out, do whatever Molly needs us to go check out today. Okay, guys, we're out of the meeting. Meeting, of course, went well. It's never any yelling or anything like that. We haven't made any mistakes yet within the company. I'm sure we'll have those days. But so Carlos and I are going to be heading out to go take a look at some parking space slash parking garage. Hopefully, Carlos was already introduced to where his desk is going to be. We'll probably catch him working there a few times. But yeah, I think the right term for it is a parking garage, but it has other parking spaces as well. The reason why we're going to look at that as a potential investment is because, as I mentioned, we're going to be getting some more company vehicles. Clinton Construction Incorporated, LLC, excuse me, is especially going to have a lot of company vehicles, a lot of trucks, mostly. That's probably going to be the only Tahoe, just for Carlos, their project manager. But there's going to be a lot of work trucks that they're going to be taking out to the sites instead of renting trucks and things like that. We're just going to buy our own. It's going to be an investment, and we're going to need somewhere to park those vehicles. The reason why we're looking at this parking garage over here is because it's actually pretty close. And it's a nice area, so not only will we be able to use it to park the company vehicles, but we'll probably also be able to use it as a source of revenue. Charge people to park their cars over there because this is such a nice area. Apparently, there's a lot of nice shops and buildings around it. It could be a good source of income as well. So, which car to take though? Suburban, Panamera. Actually, this is we're going on business. Let's take the Tahoe. This is Carlos's car, but I'm just gonna Franklin's just gonna drive it. He already knows where it's at, so we'll get there faster. Let's go with you, Carlos. All right,
So, babe, I feel like I'm living in paradise. You know what I'm saying?
all right. Let's head out over there. Try to get over. Oh, a lot of traffic over here. Oh, jeez. Hope that wasn't my fault. A lot of traffic over here. Oh, gosh. Just trying to. Alright, man, I'm out of your way. We're just trying to get through. Alright, so yeah, guys, we're heading over to where this parking garage is right now. This way you guys can see what we're looking at, and Franklin could get a first look. Franklin hasn't seen it before. He knows where it's at, though. So, but he hasn't seen it before. I don't like it when it's too far away. But yeah, nice looking Tahoe, huh, guys? I like it a lot. And the blue plate does look good on white. So hopefully I made the right turn actually, because I think I was supposed to turn on the next one. Yeah, let me go over here. I think it's down this road. Maybe it's not. Alright, hopefully we don't get lost, guys. Oh yeah, it's definitely the other ways. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Almost got lost there. Sometimes it's good to use a GPS. Alright. Okay, guys, we're almost there. Actually, we're here. This is so. I'm going to have to zoom out for this one because it's very interesting the way that this is set up. But let me go ahead and pull in right here. This is where we're at. So you see, this was all referring to. It's sort of like a parking garage, but it's not. It doesn't have a roof over or anything like that. There is an entrance at the bottom over there. So let me just back out so I can show you guys. There is an entrance over here, and this is what we're probably going to be charging customers to park down here because then their cars will be covered, and that way it's worth it to them to pay the fee to go in and charge it up there. And then Molly and Franklin and Carlos were thinking that this upper part right here could be used for the work vehicles. And it's not really a big deal that the work vehicles won't be covered because they're going to be out at sites and in dirt and sand and all that anyways, so they're already going to be dirty and just going to wash them. What can you do? But they'll be separated from everything else. But if customers want to park up here, probably wouldn't be a big deal. We'll just have to charge them. We'll probably charge them less since they'll be parked next to a whole bunch of work vehicles. But maybe they'll appreciate, having options. Just an idea. But we have parking spaces over here now. So what's interesting about this that we're going to get out for? What's very interesting about this and why it's so appealing to Franklin and Molly is if we pull out the mod and we zoom out. Say hi to Carlos, guys, by the way. Our new project manager, project supervisor as well. Whichever title he wants to go with. But actually, while we're here, let's take a look at that Tahoe. I don't know if you guys got to look at it before. That's similar grill to the Suburban that the Suburban has now. But if you guys aren't familiar, Tahoe and Suburban basically the same car. The Tahoe is just basically shorter in the back. The Suburban has a much longer window over here, a lot more space in the back. but Tahoe should work well for Carlos. And if he ever needs more space, of course he'll have access to one of the company trucks, and those company trucks should be coming in soon. So you guys will also be able to take a good look at those. So let's zoom out. So we have this whole upper part, and then there's the bottom part over here, right? But we also have all this parking along the side right here. That's practically land that would belong to Clinton Properties Incorporated, all that parking space over there, and you see all the little parking tolls things. So customers would pay to park there too. Great source of income. Now that's interesting, but what's even better, let me go ahead and move so I can show. What's even better is that over here is parking. It's also technically Clinton Properties Incorporated property. So customers are parking to park in these spaces as well. So all the way down. Let me just zoom out. So we have this space over here. You see them up top over there. Probably draw a little circle so you guys can see what I'm referring to. And then the parking along the side. Then we have all this parking over here. I think that those little blue things right there, I think that leads down to a tunnel or to a train tunnel, something of that sort. We do not own that. We just own the parking spaces, and we'll also be in charge of landscaping the trees and the grass around there. We'll have to maintain that, but we're at least down to the tunnel. We don't own under there. We haven't looked into it. Maybe it's an option. But in addition to that, there's also another parking garage over here. I keep referring to it as parking garage. That's what I think is the best term for it. So, depending on how many company vehicles we have, we can also park all of them all the way up here. Looks pretty much the same as down there, you know. But then we have all the parking spaces along here too. And if you guys look, there's a lot of buildings around here, a lot of shops. This is a really nice area of town, beautiful area of town where really luxurious, you know. So there's a lot of income potential over here, as well as we get our own space. We get to use it for our own use and make money off of it. So that's what Franklin likes a lot about this. And they're, of course, are going to be going into the numbers to determine how much it's going to be. So, but Franklin's probably going to go ahead with the purchase, even if it's top dollar. It just makes a lot of sense, and there's a lot of income potential while they're using it for their own benefit. So probably in the next video, the next episode, if he does move forward with the purchase, we'll include how much he bought it for and everything like that. But I'm loving this mod, guys, by the way. It's really coming in handy for these videos. But so that's what they came out to take a look at, to see the space. So we'll go ahead and drive over to the other one. But yeah, there's quite a lot of spaces. It depends on how big Clinton Construction gets and how many jobs they're going to have. But for now, just probably this one over here should take all the trucks that they're going to be ordering. And then if they need more spaces, they have across the other side over there, which we're going to go ahead and drive to right now. I'll show you guys the other side. I believe the other side actually has more space. So we're going to head over there. So yeah, I might as well go ahead and show you guys right now. Down here, I think it leads to a train station, or a tunnel, or something like that. So we're in the Rockford Hills area right now. That's what that sign says. So, but yeah, and it's like down the other side as well. So that's what I was referring to earlier. I'm driving all over the road right now. Trying to go across. Okay, sorry guys. We're just trying to get across here. All right. So you see another entrance right here for customers if they want to park in an enclosed structure or a covered area. And there's more parking up here. I believe there's more parking over here. So if we need the extra space, we can use it. But you see, there are people already parking up here. So that's something that we could offer to customers as well, especially if we're not using it. There's no reason for it to just be empty. And there's some more parking on the side over there. That's not going to be paid parking though. That's for us if we want to use that parking as well. But we can offer it to customers if they want to just be away from other cars or be away from the road. Because the parking over there, where you see that red car, that's really close to the road. Accident happens, your car is screwed. So someone wants to park over here away from the other ones, and even up top. Maybe we should charge them more to park up top because there's less a chance of their car getting hit. Who knows? We'll work it out. But this is really convenient. It's an awesome opportunity for both of the companies. Not just Clinton Construction, but if we want to park the Suburban there instead of at the office, things like that. So that's what Franklin and Molly are looking at. We brought Carlos along. He's gonna be probably doing a lot of these ride-alongs with us now. So, and then we're probably gonna be going out to the sites with him and things like that. Um, but he just got on, so they're gonna be. That's probably what they were working on in the office when Franklin came in. Looking at maybe land to buy and start developing on, or maybe any jobs that are available right now. Because also the city and other private companies are always building things. There are other developers within the city. There are other real estate investors. We can provide our services with our construction company, um, and make a money off that as well. Whenever Clinton Properties Inc. doesn't have its own projects going on already. So yeah, all right, guys. We're just heading back to the office now. Probably just gonna go have another sit down with Molly, let her know what we saw, let her know what we thought, Franklin and Carlos. And by the way, guys, I apologize for any glitches that happen during recording. The game runs really well, at least just whenever I'm recording, and especially recording for a while, that the game often glitches up. So I'm probably gonna be looking into some new recording software that doesn't affect the uh, the performance of the game. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment. Would definitely appreciate that. I'm going to be looking at some new ones myself. But it's been doing alright throughout this video, but I've noticed it a few times in the other videos while editing, so I apologize about that. And we're going to be working on that because I definitely want to add some more mods in here too, so that's even going to slow down even more. But it's been doing pretty well in this video. So we're at the office building right now. But even buying this office building really came in handy. Oh my goodness. Some very interesting people in this city, I swear. But buying this office building, and now that we have this, I can actually really zoom out and show you guys. You're gonna have to wait for these people to get by to get in that spot. Look at that. They didn't park in the Tahoe spot. Wow. You know, yeah. And this parking over here is really for that building. This person's really trying to have parked here, but we don't make a big deal about it. As long as they don't take uh, these main spots over here. Now this isn't really Carlos's spot because it's unlikely that Carlos is always going to be at the office, especially when things really get up and running with construction. He's probably going to be more at the sites and things like that. But there's a few extra spots here, so it's no big deal if someone else parks here. It is very unfortunate to be so close to the road, but people, at least in our drive over here, we have not had an incident yet, and hopefully never will. Especially with the Porsche here, that's really an expensive car, and Muller's car too is a very expensive car as well. You guys know, easily over 100 grand. So hopefully there's no accidents or anything like that of this sort. But now I have this mod, guys. I didn't get a chance to do this before when we were buying the building, but let me go ahead, just do you guys a solid and zoom out so you guys can get a really good look at how big this building is. Not as big as a Cartier's Business Center, but Franklin's well on his way. This is a pretty big building of itself, pretty high up. This is what I was referring to. There's multiple offices. You guys can see all the windows. There's a lot of different offices over here. And then Maltese Real Estate, they're managing the property, managing all the different leases and things like that. Molly does a lot of that for our properties as well, but they were already in place for this building. We decided to go with them, So there are spaces still for lease, and they're handling, filling up those spaces and making sure we get some good tenants in there that need office space, And this is a advertisement, it's like a billboard basically, not a billboard, but a water flow. So that's advertisement revenue. They're using the building to advertise their brand, and it looks cool, so no big deal. Different flavors. So that's the building, Pacific Standard building. Really nice area of town. Maybe the tallest building on this street. Looks like it. Maybe that one we have some competition down there, but tallest building on this street. It looks like pretty impressive for Franklin's. For Franklin, $50 million they paid for this building, but it's a really nice building. He's very pleased with it, and then it's great to have all this space over here. We get to choose the spots where we want to park. So it's been really good for the company. Trying to see how I can get a good view here. Yes. Got the Tahoe, got the Cayenne, we got the Phantom Era. Let me move up. Still getting the hang of it a little bit, but really nice mod. I can't remember the name of who created this mod. I want to give them a shout out, but I cannot remember the name. But I'll have a little link in the description for this mod for anyone who wants to use this in their game. And of course, I also put the highlight mods, which will be the Tahoe, because that's the one that we took out today. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. That's pretty much it for this one. In the next video, who knows what we're going to be doing next. Franklin and Molly and Clinton Properties Incorporated is always up to something. But Clinton Construction LLC, the newest company that's in place, a lot of big projects coming this way. So please, guys, please stay tuned. Thank you for tuning into this video. Thank you guys for always watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and hope to see you guys on the next one.